As a kid, I've always, wanted to play for Australia, um, individually and as a team, as part of the national team. I've started playing since I was about 14, so trying to achieve and be part of the national team was already a very great achievement. Lucky enough, I was part of the national junior team, and then moving on to the national senior team. Olympics was always something that was in the back of my mind. It wasn't really something that I really wanted to try and be a part of until probably when I was about 18, 19. By then I was traveling and playing a lot more international tournaments and competing on the BWF circuit. And yeah, to be part of an Olympic Games is just absolutely amazing. It's definitely a dream come true as a kid, and it's an honor to play for your country at one of the biggest stages in sporting history. The dream of Olympics definitely came a lot more clearer, and knowing that I was able to achieve it was very exciting. It was probably the process of Olympic Games was never really, or didn't really happen until probably around 2018-ish, when I started to play mixed doubles with obviously my partner Grania. And then there were a bit of talks within coaches and ourselves about what we wanted to do with it, and whether or not we were wanting to compete and go for the Olympic Games. Obviously that all went ahead and we began to qualify for the Olympic Games, going around playing about 15 to 20 tournaments a year. And towards the end of the qualification period, this COVID pandemic obviously hit us pretty hard, and that's obviously put a stop on a lot of our travels and stuff. But yeah, by then we were in a spot of qualifying, which was very exciting, but also at the same time was quite depressing, knowing that COVID's hit and no one knows what's happening around the world and whether or not we'll make it to the Olympic Games or not. And yeah, obviously tournaments began to start playing again, and here we are competing again. And by then, because of restrictions and border closures to Australia, it was everything was up in the air when it comes to traveling for tournaments and all that. And obviously there's a lot of risk in it, and that was something that was always in the back of my mind. And yeah, it's obviously made me think twice about whether or not I was going to qualify the Olympic Games, even though I was in a position to qualify. As you know, we've got our rivals from across the ditch, New Zealand. The Kiwis were traveling, playing Europe tournaments when I wasn't, and they've obviously made a very, very good climb up the rankings. They got pretty close to us, but thankfully there was a few tournaments that got cancelled towards the end, and that's obviously helped myself and Grania qualify for the Olympic Games. And next minute, the announcement saying that I'm qualified for the Olympic Games, and yeah, it's very exciting to see that my name was on the list of qualifiers for Olympic Games. It's definitely a dream come true now, which is very exciting. Definitely looking forward to it as well. A bit of word of advice to Junior Simon. I think the main thing is just go out there and have fun. Do what you can while you can, because I'm 24, turning 25 now, obviously with uni finishing up. I've got work, going to be going to full-time work and all that. It's tough because you got to weigh out what you want to do. You want to do work, you want to keep on playing. Especially when you've got full-time work, it's going to be hard trying to juggle between the two. So yeah, I think the main advice is really just go out there and have fun, really enjoy the most of it. Take every opportunity you have and chance out there that's given to you and that you create yourself, and really just go out there and make the most of it. My support network is actually, it's not a very small one, but it's not a humongous one. Obviously we've got family, we've got friends, we've got fellow players, coaches. I've got a lot of very good mates from uni, colleagues from uni. I've got colleagues from my own work in security. They may be colleagues, but at the end of the day, we're so close. We're like family. So they've always really showed a lot of support for myself, and really got behind me, and just really was encouraging me to do well, and really hoping that I would make it to the Olympic Games. But yeah, family, friends, they've been there from day one, coaches, everyone that's sort of been part of this journey, badminton coaches, S&C coaches, they've been there from day one, and without them, obviously they wouldn't have gotten me to where I am today, wouldn't have gotten me to the Olympic Games. Big shout out to all of my coaches, even from very day one when I was a junior. Everyone's played a part in my life in getting to where I am today. So thanks to all the coaches, obviously family as well. They've been a big part of it as well. Just a bit of support back at home when you're feeling a bit down or feeling a bit broken. They're always there to support you and just encourage you. It's all going to be worth it in the end when you get that green and gold on. So very happy, and obviously, like I said before, colleagues and friends, they've been very supportive. It's amazing to see that colleagues and mates who are out of this badminton circle still be so supportive around you. It's good. It really helps, because sometimes you want to reach out to other people besides family for a bit of support and stability. So I'm very grateful to have everyone around me.